Hey everyone, it's your Sally Coach, and today we'll be doing our K3 Aristocrat video so that I can teach you how to solve a K3 Aristocrat. So let's get started. Alright, so getting started, one of the most important things to remember is that whenever we're solving normal aristocrats, we may not fill in every single letter, such as if we say A is going to be like Z, right? We may not fill it in, and we'll just fill it out, right? But when we're working with a K1, 2, 3, even 4, we will need to fill in every single letter that we find and make sure that that letter is correct so that our keyword, that key phrase that we find, is not incorrect. So whenever we find a letter, we will fill it in into the table. Now, if you want to skip ahead to find out what the key phrase is and how to use the offset and how to use the table to figure it out, you can skip ahead to whatever number is shown on screen now, or you can wait through the entire aristocrat and see how we solve the aristocrat, put in the table, and then get to the key phrase. So I'll give you a little bit to do that, and then we'll get started on solving the aristocrat and then get to the key phrase. Alright, so getting started with the cipher, we can first look at our frequencies. Now with our frequencies, we can see that we have P to 9 as a big one, so we're going to circle that one. We have H as 9, which is also pretty big, so we're going to circle that one too. And then A to 8. Now these are our three main frequencies, which we're going to use to figure it out. And we can first look at our word groups. Our first word group is right here with a double letter. Now that double letter, it can mean a lot of things. It can be double E, it can be double O, we're not sure, right? But looking at our frequency with H as 9, we can say that H is going to be E. So I'm going to fill in every single H that we have as an E. Feel free to skip ahead while I fill in letters, since I'm just going to go back and fill in each and every letter that we have. Alright, so that should be all of the H's that we have, and when we're done with that, we're going to put it in our spot, H as E. Next, we're going to look at some repeating letters that we have. We have UW right here, we have UW also right here, we have another UW right over there. Now, that can be pretty useful to see, because looking at our U and W, they have some low-level frequencies we're not too sure about. And then if we look at Z, that has a value of 3 level frequency. And before I go on, I want to say that using K3 alphabet, using the K3 key phrase, there's a few different sets that they use, offsets. Now, this can be an offset of +1, this can be an offset of +2, or an offset of +3. Whenever you make a K3 using Tobes, which is the website that they use to make all of your Codebusters tests, they have an option to have K1, K2, or K3. That's what your test makers are going to be using. Now, sometimes they may make it higher or they may make it lower, but it will usually just be 1, 2, or 3, so that's easier to find the keyword and it's not just crazy hard. Now, going back to that offset, I was saying offset is whenever there's some type of a shift. Now that shift, it's not very seen. You can't see it too much, except in this end few letters. V, W, X, Y, Z, like right around here, that's where you get to see it. So looking at that shift, we may use that to figure out what letters may go around there. So we may look at Z and say that Z, using an offset of 1, that would make it Y. So we may see that Z is Y and try using that to get the rest of our alphabet. Or we may look at V, right? And V going back 1, that might be a U. And we may think about that, right? V to U, and then we would have some random word right here, but we only see it in this end area. So we may think, oh, why don't we just use some letter like F, right? If F was having an offsuit of 1, that would make it to E, and that wouldn't make sense, right? So it's only going to be shown in the end, and that's how we're going to be using it to our priority. That's how we're going to use it to get the rest of the cipher. So if we want to use that strategy, we may think of this word right here, CZ. Now, if I had Z as Y, right, there are many different things C could be. C is just singular, so we can't even use that. but we may use Z in other spots then, right? Z as Y. We may just put that in and figure out where that takes us, right? We just put it in and just plug and chug, right? That's what I like to say. We put Z to Y and Z to Y. Now then we would have Y as like X, then X to W, W, again, we're not too sure of. But you can try saying that Z is Y. If not anything else, Z, we can try being as Y, right? Or we may remember that this can be some type of jumbled up. Some letters are like shifted around, like we may have some type of frequency such as like L, M, because they shift back one, and then we may get something random, like maybe G, right? And then G, and then we go back to that pattern, OP. Remember, K3 frequencies, this frequency table is extremely weird. We can't use any type of strategy to figure that out other than using this plug and chug method or solve the aristocrat by itself. So saying that Z is Y, we can now go back to our word groupings over here and see that maybe TH would work and get that word they. Now we can probably get like there somewhere, or no, we don't have any E, we don't have any I, so we're not sure what the rest can be. But we can try saying that U is going to be T and that W is going to be H. Now going back to what I was saying before, we have that good frequency, then that we have that weird gap, W to H, right? So that goes against what we were saying before. But again, we can't use this table to figure out what all the letters are and need to go based on our knowledge. So U is going to be T, T, we have W to H, U to T right here, and W to H. We're going to look at where the rest of ours is, and then we should have one more T. Yep. Yeah. So once we're looking at this, we may try figuring out what word can go right here. And I'm not sure if you're familiar of this one, but there's a word that is heed. Heed is the word to say attention, like attention to oneself, attention to another person, attention to something else, to a subject. So now we have F to D. We can say F to D and figure out where the rest of them are. We have D right here. And where else? F to D. Sorry about that. And right here in the second word. Now we can see that we have the word and, A-N-D, but we may... Now we see that we have the word and-D, so we're going to have R to A and P to N. So we're going to fill that in, P to N, and then R to A. R to A. And then now we can see that this word right here is think, because of that T, H, N blank. And then that E right there, E, very low frequency, so it's probably going to be K. And then we have that K in the middle, which is 7, which means it could be a vowel. So that would be the reason why it would be think. So we have K to I, and then E to K. I believe that's all we have left. And now we can keep going. This one we have there, that one last letter, L to R. So we have R right here, R right here, L to R, and that should be it. We have L to R now, and we can start by saying now this is going to be the word hour. So we have V to U. We have A, D, blank, E, R, blank, A, R, I, E, blank. And this letter and this letter are the same. So right here, you need some type of constant with a hard sound, not like J, no. We can't have that. O, no. We may think it's probably S in the end. It may be plural. And this gives us the word adversaries. Great. So X is going to go to V, and then we have O to S. Next, we're going to look at J. Where can J right here. We have paying. J is G. We have B right here. O blank N, which is the word own. We have C. This can be buy, we're not sure. My, we're not sure about that. And then adversary, well, we already filled in that. Then let's make sure we fill in all of the letters. We have V to U, S. What else? That is it. So blank O-N blank U-S-E. That's the word confuse. So after clearing out that, we have D to C and G to F. And then we can look at C. Still nothing. Still doesn't make too much sense. What about V? We have V, U, so that's us. And I believe C is the only one that we have left. Alright, so now we're going to start solving for our key phrase. When we solve for our key phrase, we're going to first look at our first letter. So that A, right? We have A right here. And then we're going to go behind and forward whenever we're solving for it. So first, we're going to go behind. We're going to take our letter A, and we're going to look at our replacement. The replacement is O, so we're going to put it in front. And then we're going to take O, find where it is in our K3 cipher text. We're going to see O goes to S and put that in front. And now we have S, right? Where does S go to? Nowhere. So we stop. That's where it is, and that's where we're going to start. S, O, A. And now we're going to go back to our A and figure out what decodes to it. What's its ciphertext, you know? So we're going to see A, find it. It's right there. Now A is going to go to R. So we have S, O, A, R. Now R, that's going to go to L. Now we have R to L, and that doesn't make sense, right? Now, sometimes what happens is that they use a letter that's already been used. So we have this already, soar, right? Now, one of those letters is going to come up, and it's going to come before and in between R to L. And we're not sure how many this could be. This could be soars, right? And then it could be many more S or A or O, maybe R. You never know that. So L could be all the way over here, and these letters could just keep popping up in the middle, right? And form words. But since we do have these words groupings, we can say that can be a word like soars, and then we have L right after that. We're not sure about that, right? So we can say that this is what one word is, and then put L to the side and figure out what that next word letters can be and put it into our group ourselves. So next, we're going to go back, do our pattern, and figure out what it can be. So we take L, figure out where it is in our replacement letters, and it's nowhere to be seen. We don't know where L is, right? After doing that, you need to use a strategy of figuring out what grouping, what letters would work the best. So let's take C for example, right? C, LC, LC to D, nothing makes sense, right? That doesn't make sense. Let's go to the next one, LI. That makes sense. I to K, what's next? K to, let's look, K to E, and so on. So that works, right? Source, like, and then we keep going on. So that's the strategy that you may need to use. That's what happens sometimes. Whenever you don't have a letter in replacement, you need to make it yourself. You need to figure out where that's going to go next and make a word yourself before you get stuck looking for other letters, and you need to do that fast. You have to figure out where each letter goes to. You have to figure that out really fast and find out where to stop. Because I saw L, C, D, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. We can't use any of our vowels in the middle there, and we have to go to our next word as trial and error. So now let's keep going. We have E to H. H doesn't make sense because it's a single letter, so we know I or A needs to be going over here. We're going to figure that out later. And then we have H, and then we have H to what? Do we have H in here? H to W. That doesn't make too much sense, but we'll see that later. And then we have W to B. Now, whenever we have W to B, right? That's the end. That's it. We don't have anything else. That's where we end. Whenever we have any letter ending with B, that's our last letter, and we have to figure out what letters can go after that. Now, whenever I say last letter, I mean that's the last letter you're going to get inside of this group of letters. Now, we can have WS at the end or WK, right? We can have any of that, but that's just how it's going to be at the end. So we have the letters H and W to work with, H and W, and we're not sure what we can do with that, right? Now, source like I or A, let's just say A for now, because that's more frequent. And then we can say that SH, how does that work, right? Maybe show, soars like a show, that doesn't make sense. And maybe soars like a SR, that wouldn't make sense. SRH, not really. So soars like a what? We may use a and then HA to figure that out. HA, and then W needs to go somewhere right here. So it's like that doesn't make sense. And then you need to keep on going until you find a word that makes sense. This is complete trial and error now. You may ask your teammates to find like a word that may fit, but I'd say the word that fits the best is soars like a hawk, because a hawk flies, and it may be going to attempt and say that it's trying to fly like a hawk. And soars like I, hawk, doesn't make sense. So soars like a hawk. Alright, so that's going to be the end of our K3 key phrase video. And this is going to be my video on the offset of 1. In this video, this used an offset of 1 where most of this was pretty jumbled up, right? At the end, and we also had those like close letters together, and that's going to be the offset of 1. Now I'm going to be releasing offset videos of 2 and 3 to help you guys try to get used to different types of offsets they may use, but this is the one I would practice the most, since this is the one that most tests use the most often. Since it is much harder for students to learn offsets of 2 and 3 in a K3 Aristocrat, this is why they use K1. Now, I've also linked in the description of the video a few questions, some practice problems on K3 Aristocrats, and you may want to try them. It's just trying to find out the key phrase using the aristocrat. So use the strategies that I taught you in this video. They would be extremely helpful, and I feel like you guys would do amazing on doing these K3 Aristocrats. It's mostly just practice and figuring out how to use the table whenever you go ahead of the letter, if you go behind it, and those few rules that you need to keep in mind. So thank you very much for listening to the video, and have